So I think I just almost got scammed as I drive for Uber. I'm picking up people. I'm on about my 6th trip of the night, and I'm on my way to pick up Giselle. And as I get about 2 minutes away from the pickup, I get a call from what I assumes Uber support, and I answer, and they tell me that it's with Uber support and security. They start reading my account information off to me, which all's correct. Then she says that they have a complaint that one of my riders has called in and complained that I was speeding and smelled like alcohol. So they had to do an investigation on it. She asked if I could pull over to a safe spot and help them with this investigation for like 15 to 30 minutes. So of course I pull over, and she starts walking through, and she's like, okay, well, Giselle's not a real person. Since this is security, we just auto-generated the ride, and I'm going to cancel that now. And so as I'm sitting there, sure enough, Giselle gets canceled. And so I'm believing all this is real. And then she's telling me that if it's found that these allegations are false, I'll get $250 after the investigation's over, but that it could take 30 minutes or more. So it was about 40 minutes after I sit there on the side of the road, and she's done had me log out and log in, and then she got me into my Uber Pro Card app, which is our credit card if you use Uber Pro. And she's having me go into my my backup balance. She tells me to take my backup balance, which I'm familiar with. I've done before, but I didn't want to do at this particular point. But she said I had to zero it out so that she could add the $250 to it. So I took my backup, and it's zeroed. And then she tells me to go back in to where you link your cards, and to link this whatever card number she gave me to my account. So I sign in, and I'm start linking that card over, and then she says, okay, she said, do you see your balance for $250? I said, no, I don't. She said, okay, well, for one time, since we're troubleshooting, I need you to move, or in other words, transfer my entire balance to that card for one time for troubleshooting purposes. Now, up until that point, I was thinking all of this is legit, right? But there's no way that I'm about to fall into that trap and send all my money. I says, well, hold on a minute. I said, if you're with Uber and troubleshooting or no troubleshooting, you should be able to just deposit it on my account as if it's a ride, right? You would think. But she started stumbling on her words too. But this woman sounded legit. If you spoke to Uber support, how they sound, she was 100% dead on. But I'm just putting this out there to see if anybody else has run into it, and if not, to bring attention to it. I might have lost out on $250, but I tell you what, my balance is still in there. But that was crazy. That just happened. Like, I'm on my way home. It shook me up. And I'm halfway into driving tonight. But, oh, there's the popos. But anyhow, so yeah, I mean, I don't think it's legit. I called my sister and was telling her about it. But, yeah, it was kind of crazy. Let's see what's going on up here. So anyway, I just wanted to bring attention. Oh, he's just got somebody pulled over. I just wanted to bring attention to it, and in case, that's the popos right there I just passed. In case somebody else runs into that, don't take a rocket scientist to know you don't ever transfer the balance of your account into no account, no matter. At least that's my number one rule. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. So be on the lookout. They got somebody scamming, and they gave me all my account information. I don't know how they got it. Like, how do you get all that? They was reading everything off to me that has to do with my Uber account, which made me believe them up until the moment she told me she wanted me to transfer my entire balance to this digital credit card that she had added to my account. I wouldn't even added that, but she made it in the beginning to seem as though that's where my $250 are coming from. You feel me? So in other words, here, let me give you this digital credit card to add to your account that's going to have $250 on it. So I done that, and then she says, do you see your $250? I said, no, I don't. She said, okay, well, let's troubleshoot. Go back into your account, and now that you've added it to the account, as I had to delete my card I have on file that it's linked with and link that one, she says, now take your balance and transfer it to that card, and then you can withdraw your balance plus the $250. And I said, oh no, that ain't happening. And she said, you don't want your $250? I said, I don't want it that bad. I says, I got my balance that's there now, plus you had me take the backup. I said, if I could even see that you could replace the backup, which you should be able to do if you're with Uber support, then we can talk. And I told her to call me back in 5 minutes, and that's been about 15 minutes ago. So watch out. I mean, for real, watch out. Thanks for listening.